Frank, you've got two pretty good wins, 20-point wins over two pretty good teams back-to-back. Just how important are these victories for this program trying to move forward?
Yeah, I mean, unless they change something that I'm not aware of, we still have to play SEC basketball and 3 more non-conference games. And what we try to do right now is continue to learn. And when you're able to go out and play well against real good opponents, what you're hoping is that your team continues to build confidence in themselves and in what you're doing. And with more success comes more confidence. And with more confidence comes more work. And with more work gets continued improvement. And that's kind of what we're concerned with right now. We're consumed with getting better every day. That's I live my life that way. I want people around me that they, whatever happened yesterday, if we hadn't won today, we're still going to work tomorrow and line up and play as hard as we can on Sunday against Coker. That, it wouldn't change our approach. We have to continue to understand that we're still young. We're still a young team, and one step at a time. But that gives us confidence. I hope it gives guys confidence in themselves, because we're doing it against very good competition, and it gives them confidence in what our work is, whether it's the weight room, the individual workouts, the strategies, the concepts. They've bought in, and they've committed to doing things our way.
What was the mood in the locker room at halftime, and how do you think that contributed to the way they played in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we pulled out a birthday cake and cut it up, and clapped and high-fived each other, and I'm just being. I got the Christmas spirit going right now, man. My team. It's been a long 2.5 years. Our guys are playing well. I'm kind of enjoying the moment right now. We were mad, but I said this the other day as a coach. When you don't have to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner anymore, where those players start taking ownership because they didn't play up to the level that they know they can play to, that's when you as a coach now can help them. And at halftime in the locker room, I challenged Limonis. I told him, I said, it's unexcusable for you to be the biggest guy on the court and have 0 rebounds in 17 minutes. It's unexcusable. You have to be more of a presence in there. And then we turned right back around and went from that to, we're not attacking the zone the right way. Let's change. Matt Figure's the one that brought it to me, and he was right. Let's change and let's run this action against their zone. And we did. And we got some good things. We got inside the zone. We were trying to pass it inside the zone. But their zone is big. They got big guys. They're all 6'7" and long, so it was hard to pass it in there. So what we did is we tried to open the zone and drive it in there instead of passing it in there. And guys made plays. And, credit to them.
The word you used for a long time was opportunities with fans and getting people in here and winning these games. Now you have 2 back-to-back big wins. Kind of separate from his question, just talk about the fan support tonight and particularly the past 2 games. Fans,
we talk about our marketing department, our fans, the work that they're all putting in. They're starting to jump on board for the ride. 2 years ago, we'd have 4,000 people in there. Now we're starting to get people in there. I think our fans are a little freaked out. They can't believe we're actually winning. In the second half one time, we broke a huddle. I thought we were like in a 3-point game because it was so quiet in there. And I look up there and we're up 21. And I said, well, we got to get these fans involved. I mean, we need a couple stops here. Our guys are playing too hard. But then I remember the one time I did that at K-State and Coach Knight was doing the game. When the game was over, he was waiting for me. And he whacked me right upside the back of my head. And he said, does this school pay you to be a cheerleader? I said, no. He says, then be a coach and not a cheerleader. Coach your team. You're not here to do cheerleading, jumping jacks on the sideline. True story. So I've kind of gotten a little gun shy to get the fans involved. But they're coming. I think our fans respect how hard our players are playing. I think they respect the brand of basketball we're playing. And now we're starting to see a home court advantage. You're starting to see fans in the stands. You're starting to see fans engage in the game. And you're starting to see a team that's starting to believe, and that starts feeding itself. And now we've got to manage that. That's going to be that's our new dynamic, is to be able to sustain the disciplines that it takes to maintain that level of play and that level of excitement.